No, can't hear you on the stream. Oh, you can hear me on the stream. Take your time. Hello, audience. How's it going? Sorry for the delay. Okay, I'm going to mute the stream from my end so I don't hear the ghost echo of my voice.
Done. Hello.
Let's find out.
Yes, I can see
Yes,
a
we can hear
reflection.
you.
Okay.
We can hear you. Hello.
It can't be a binge o'clock stream without having.
I think we nailed the start last time, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, how many times do you want us to do this?
Yeah, it can't be a stream without having at least 10 minutes of screw ups. But now we are here, we are back, well, you can see us, you can hear us, so all sound has been fixed. Are you in the center of your frame? I'll quickly adjust your frame also.
I am in the center of my frame. I am currently in the center of my frame, and this is as centrist.
Okay,
that I will get.
perfect, beautiful frame is there. Stream that was promised is here. Good, we are back, we are live. Hello, everybody in the league. I'm not going to be seeing anything. I'm just going to be seeing the comments because there are some issues with my computer. But everybody, league, welcome another episode of Binge O'Clock. Today we are going to be discussing House of the Dragon because a lot of you people said we did disservice to the show and we just casually spoke about it because we were too obsessed ranting about Black Adam. So we will give you a dedicated House of the Dragon stream. Before we start, you guys know the drill. Please press the like button. The more times you press the like button, the more people know that something is online. They will come and watch it. Please press the like button. If you're new to the channel, please press subscribe. Like I said, I do not know how many people are watching because I'm having some browser issues, so we are just going to have fun, whoever it is.
I can do that. I can't say how many people are watching. I can just see the likes though. So we have 69 likes.
Nice.
That's nice, but improve. I made it 70,
Yeah.
so the magic number is
I
gone.
have made it on 77. Okay,
77.
great, very
Come
good.
on, guys.
125
Keep
watching.
doing
Okay, thank you, Abhishek. I hope that number
Sweet.
increases. तुम लोग और like
119 watching now. Chalo,
दबाते
हाँ.
रहो. More people will come. I agree. Monday 11 o'clock is a bit of a random time to 1 mid. Just reduce.
I thought Monday 11 o'clock would be like a good time. People after they finish work, they'll be sitting at home, just chilling, hanging. It's too early for bed.
Yeah.
Like, too late to like start a plan, but too early for bed. Then, I was hoping that.
Yeah, or one of those days where you're just so frustrated with work that you're scrolling YouTube and suddenly you see that, oh shit, Sahil and Rohan are live. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god, that's crazy. I must drop everything at once.
Yeah, had people not liked that stream multiple times, this notification would not have come on my homepage. I'm so blessed to all the other people who are liking this.
It's true. We're sorry for the delay. The delay was on my account entirely. Because I was eating dinner late because I was playing tennis, which ended up being late. I play tennis now. Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
That's very
Yes,
good.
it is good.
I played
It is.
I played football once and that was that's it.
Nice. This is my 5th session of tennis, so it's pretty good. Yeah. I was like, as I'm getting to my 40s, I have to ask myself, what's the most dad sport I can start? And I was like, tennis right there. That's a rich dad sport. I find golf too boring, and a lot of people do golf in the morning.
Yeah.
So golf as a lifestyle choice doesn't work for me. So I think tennis is a good.
I feel I'll understand your age on the tennis court with how high your shots are. The higher the shots, I know how old you are, right? So if your shots are at normal waist level, then I think you're still like around 40 or so. थोड़ा ऊपर जाते रहेगा ना, then I'll know कि हाँ, ठीक है. I guess he's achieved dad mode.
No. I'm not hitting that Super. I'm learning like technique and stuff. It's happening. It's
So
happening.
we are here. Sorry for the delay, but we are here. We are live, and we are going to do something very special. If it works out, we always say it. But this week we'll do 2 streams for you guys because there's a lot to talk about. House of the Dragon for sure, but we also will talk about Black Panther. That will happen at the end of this week. Okay.
We also have to talk about why we're talking about House of the Dragon again, because we talked about House of the Dragon last time, and 90% of the comments were like, "तुम लोग कुछ बात नहीं किया House of the Dragon के बारे में. तुम लोग बस Black Adam के बारे में बात किया." Whatever
people
you
were
said.
very upset. I've never heard
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Yeah,
so many people
I was not expecting that at all.
being so upset because I felt like House of the Dragon was pretty self-explanatory. There was enough that we spoke about, but you guys wanted a dedicated stream, so low dedicated stream. We will talk
Okay.
about everything. Okay, now this is how it's going to happen. Okay, we are going to be talking, but that doesn't mean y'all cannot speak. League, give us your opinions, give us your thoughts, give us your jokes. Talk about what you thought was the craziest scene in House of the Dragon. Talk about your opinions together as a league. Also, we're going to be discussing everything. We'll just let us know what you want us to talk about. Also, we've obviously given you our review of what we thought House of the Dragon was. I mean, I think we should start off with just saying it's a great show to discuss on Children's Day. It's the perfect show for Children's Day as to how were they born? Why they were born? Like I remember last time we did this stream, someone had that really funny comment that the House of the Dragon family tree is Maggie. Right?
Yeah, it really is Maggie.
It exactly is that.
Yeah. हाउस ऑफ द ड्रैगन पे मतलब ऐसा राखी बांधने का टाइम पे ऐसा 6 हाथ ऐसा मिलके कुछ हो जाता है पता नहीं. Okay, Syed, well, to start off, and since chat has already started off with it, could you run us a quick poll? Team Black or Team Green? I think is a good poll to start with.
Very good poll. Let us start.
Right, Team Black and Team Green. So yeah.
Team Black and Team Green. Let us go. Ask your community. All right, League, tell us. Let us know. Team Black, Team Green. Which team are y'all? I mean, we've already discussed it the last time when it comes to this show. Okay. 1 second. I'm just adjusting the mic. Team Black all the way. Team Black, Team Black. Aegon 1, Aegon 2, Aegon 3, Aegon 4. Exactly. The multiple Aegons that there are. Wow.
Aegon, Daemon.
Team
Alice,
Green.
Alice.
Team Green is only 14%.
Team Green getting jacked up.
Come on. 100 votes and we will end this poll. Oh, wow, that's going really fast. 99. We have got Team Black all the way.
Are you
Black
surprised
all
though?
the way.
Are you surprised? Are you Team Green?
Huh?
Are you Team Green?
You know, that brings me to a fantastic question. What do we mean by Team Black, Team Green?
Oh, do you not know the difference? Oh, shit. Okay. The blacks and the greens, man. They're the two sides, basically.
Okay.
So, Rhaenyra is Team Black, basically. And if you're Alicent, you're Team Green. Because green, which is also why in that scene, Alicent walks in wearing a green dress at that dinner and makes that sort of huge statement. Because green is a color of war, if I'm not mistaken. For the High Towers. So, which is basically if you're on the side of Alicent and the High Towers and essentially Aegon, Aemon, and all of those people, you are Team Green. If you're Rhaenyra, Daemon, Lucerys, Jacaerys, etc., you're Team Black.
How? Why would 18% be on the... Okay, I'll close this at 150 votes. Why would 18% be on the side of Team Green? That doesn't... Okay, what Divyesh said, yes. Team Green for Rhys fans, yes, 100% for sure for Rhys. Rice? How do you say it? Rice?
Rhys Ifans, actually.
Hell yeah, he's brooding. Oh my god,
Rhys Ifans. Yeah.
See, what a great role. What a great character. Yes, Otto Hightower. Fantastic character. Alicent Hightower, I can't stand her. I can't. She's just crying. She's got that sad filter on her face permanently. There's just...
But like she's been maneuvered. So the thing is, right? In fact, out of everybody, like if my sympathies lie with literally anybody in Team Green, it's actually with Alicent, because Alicent has essentially been right from the beginning of the show been maneuvered into this position, right? And I think if we go right back to the start of the show, I think one of the shrewdest things that they've done with this show is they've sort of addressed that idea that um, this is a world where obviously men are in charge, men are in power,
Yeah, of
men
course.
are etc. All of
First
that,
scene
right?
only. Yeah.
And this is true like all the way from the time of Game of Thrones itself, right? The Song of Ice and Fire, where the idea is that you have to maneuver, etc. All of that. So I think it's really shrewd for this show because if you read the book, the queens are like a very sort of important part of it, but it's not necessarily told entirely from their perspective. So I think it's really interesting that they start the show and sort of as the center of the show you have Rhaenyra and Alicent, right? Because you're sort of addressing a criticism of your show straight up, and two, you're sort of using their perspective to show for sort of any modicum of control. If either of these two women wants anything resembling control over their lives, they are going to have to do some supremely nasty shit, like in a world of like spectacular manipulation, right? Like, I mean, I think for me, like just that part in the first episode where he says, "Where your mother's dress," right? Where Otto Hightower looks at Alicent and says, "Where your mother's dress," and sort of go. I think that to me was just like that's where the horror begins for me, and that's why like I'm not Team Green, because fuck Otto Hightower. Piece of shit.
Oh, no. Please don't get me wrong. I don't support Otto Hightower. I don't even say Otto Hightower is like what he did was absolutely correct, which is why I like him. I'm just saying actor-wise. I just say actor-wise. Good actor. Actor bolo. Actor. I am not saying.
Actor bolo, so then we have to stop the entire discussion and talk about my man, Paddy Considine.
What a guy.
Viserys Targaryen. What a guy. In a show that somehow has dragons, has swords, has the Iron Throne, has people soaring in the sky. How is it that the most thrilling scene of the entire season is an old man walking toward a throne? Like, just holy shit. Like that entire scene. And then when he sits down and he's like, I must admit some confusion.
I really felt like he went like towards the end, he went full Dhritarashtra, you know, like he was just little like, ये सब क्या हो रहा है, you know, I just, why, why, I just wanted a like happy family, guys, why are you all like this, why can't anyone just, like he's so dumbfounded by the fact that everyone can be an asshole, including his cousin, including the fact that he got the throne because his family was an asshole, but he's still like, just, why guys? Huh? Why? Love each other, no?
Like, yeah, no, but just doesn't work for him. And it's true, actually, what Pranjali is saying in the chat right now, is right, that for the win, because the Viserys character is actually very bland in the book. Like, he's written very basically, right? And there's nothing that suggests that this is the character arc that's sort of waiting there for you to play with. And I think what Paddy Considine does, with that material is just extraordinary.
Oh yeah, no, he has nailed that role, that final scene, like when he is on the throne and he gets up and he's like, say it again, and he's being this frail, weak person, but he's still like, bitch, you don't say anything about my daughter, you know, and I'm like, yes, come on, King Viserys, go for it, I know you can't, but you can. Which also,
and that little scene where Daemon gives him the crown back, right? And apparently that moment was basically ad-libbed in rehearsal. Like in the sense that it wasn't written in, when they were sort of rehearsing, the crown actually fell, and Daemon was like, "Hang on." Like basically, Matt Smith was like, "If I picked it up, and gave it to him, that just sort of adds a moment there." And fucking like what a lovely scene that entire thing was,
dude.
And then
everything, like if we are talking actors, right? I would say, okay, you've put Paddy up top. I'm sorry, I have a deep-rooted love because I'm also a Doctor Who fan, and that's where the love started. But Matt Smith for me is just so good.
He's Matt Smith, man. He's Matt Smith.
Brooding. He's literally in the corner, just like, just smoldering and brooding and just going. And I'm like
somebody on the internet pointed out, Matt Smith is the sort of person that somehow manages to sit, and I mean this like as a compliment with his makeup, etc., whatever, who somehow manages to sit at that perfect intersection of, oh my god, he's so sexy, but oh my god, maybe his parents were a little related. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got that slight otherworldly like quality to him. Like, where Matt Smith really looks Like he's really at that perfect British intersection
No, but
of
it's a phenomenal transformation, right? When he first came as Doctor Who, he was this super goofy, lanky dude, bow tie, face, lanky dude. From this tall, he's still not well built. It's just him.
oh no,
But
it's just him.
just brooding. Exactly. Matt Smith is great at silence, having no dialogues, but still being it's just, okay, I feel like in acting, if you can give away everything with expressions, which even like Paddy Considine has done, even like Rhys Ifans has done, with just those subtle shifts in expression, right? That subtle deception, you could see that he's planning the next move, that he's seeing what is happening and mentally saying how to figure it out. Matt Smith, same. None of the kids.
Also, again, like somebody saying, like Harshit is saying in the chat, you can never tell what's going on in his head at any given point in time. Like it can turn sort of like this. He's so volatile and like brilliant and like amazing. I love Matt Smith. He's too good. Also, just want to say that as somebody who plays a wife murdering, niece seducing, person killing guy. And somehow, this is still the second worst prince that he has played in the show.
Yeah.
Like, how does that happen? That is just amazing. Too good, yeah. Too good.
It's, both shows are very similar, right? An old person who's not going to relinquish the crown and people just waiting, just swooping in. There's a bunch of death. There are people marrying outside.
But to be fair, at least, I feel like House of the Dragon addresses the adult wanting to fuck children way better than the crown does. I'm just going to go out there and say that I think House of the Dragon addresses the whole kiddie fucking way better than the crown does. And you could call that my one-line review of the distance between the two shows. Alright? And
they kiddie fuck, but at least they are honest about it. Rohan Joshi, 5 stars.
Exactly.
That's like on the review.
Exactly. As opposed to, Andrew's marriage was failing, so it was okay. Not bad. Like just season 5 of The Crown nonsense. I don't ever do that. It was such a tedious fucking
Harshit, I am going to accept it. Appreciation for Millie and Emily, of course. Millie Hancock, right? That's her name?
Huh? Millie Alcock. Millie Alcock and
Emma Darcy.
No, Emma Darcy is later. I'm saying the young one. The young Alicent was, sorry, I've forgotten. Millie Alcock was Rhaenyra, and there was young Alicent also. I've forgotten the actor's name. Chat, please do that thing.
Yeah.
Where you explain to me. Emily Carey. And they were both so good because the thing is, right? So again, I was reading about the show, and originally, and I'm not sure whether it was George R.R. Martin or the producers, they wanted the show to begin essentially with adult Rhaenyra and adult Alicent, and I think it was George R.R. Martin who sort of fought and said, no, it's extremely important that you sort of see this childhood idol / nice sort of phase. Because that's the only time you'll see things good for these people. Right? In the sense that, and from then it's just this slow, because at the end of the day, this is not a spoiler. Everybody knows about Fire and Blood. This is essentially the story of how the world went from being a world that was full of dragons to a family that has 0. All right. And so he wanted to start the story. So George R.R. Martin was the further back we start the story, the more impact all the horrific shit that is about to follow. And I have read the book end to end. There is an absurd amount of horrific, spectacular. Like if you thought that like the end of season 1 was like depravity, dude.
I don't think so. I don't think so. That's the thing. So
like there's so much depravity about to come. Like if they do, there are things like people who have read the books. Like I'm speaking directly to you all here. I'm using code language. Blood and Cheese, the brothel dash, all of that. If they play it, man, it's also why, like somebody pointed out in the chat, beyond a point, picking Team Green or Team Black is pointless because nothing good is coming for it. Right? Like nothing. Before this story is done, there's just going to be so much back and forth of loyalties, etc., all of that, because there's there's some horrific shit coming up.
Okay,
There really
to
is.
which I'm going to say, League, y'all are really nice people. I beg of you, please do not give spoilers for the
Yeah, yeah,
book
yeah.
or
Don't
of
give
the show
spoilers for
for
the book or the
anyone.
show.
I
Save it
really
because people
urge you.
really.
I have not read the book. I want to read the book. I definitely am going to read the book.
It's an
That is,
extremely fast read. Huh?
of
It's
course,
a
of course,
really fast read.
of
It's like
course.
in that sense, it's the opposite of Game of Thrones. In that you've somehow covered about 100 years within like the 400 pages of this book, and I think George R.R. Martin, as a rule now, I'm looking directly into the camera. I know there's next to no chance if you watch our tiny little podcast, but please, just write outlines, man, from now on for multiple reasons. One, you're very good at it. Two, they actually complete. Like they're an actual complete story. And just whatever you do, just finish outlining Winds of Winter and Promise of Spring.
Have you read the new
Dream of Spring.
George R.R. Martin book? What's it called? Story Beats. Oh fuck, dude! What a book, dude!
What a book!
I mean,
what a
every
book!
beat
Like even if
nailed.
he just tweets it out, I'm okay with it. Like I'm 100% okay with it.
Or like a Google Doc of rough ideas, and you're like, you know what, this works, man.
Yeah.
This really
and
works.
it totally
I'm
totally
glad.
totally works.
I'm glad.
Can one start reading Fire and Blood without reading the Game of Thrones series? Yes, Abhishek, absolutely. But it actually happens 200 years before the
Yeah,
Game
it's
of
a
Thrones
prequel,
series.
no? So
So if anything, you can actually read Fire and Blood and then start reading Game of Thrones, and that would also work. Quite spectacular.
the ending of the show did not shock me. That is my one minor grouse with the show.
Meaning?
I discussed this the last time, where you can say how interesting a show is by the time like you go to the status bar and you're suddenly like, no, show's over. No, I want more. And I expected like the season 1 finale to be some fuckload of shit happening, like crazy amount of death, or 2-3 people dying, or some crazy stuff. The dragon sequence,
Dude, that entire scene where like one dragon is silhouetted, I think Vhagar silhouetted over like whatever, over Luke's. This thing was, what a shot! I loved it.
good. When he comes out of the blue, he just launches him, he flips him, he's flying through the air, and you could see that. I love, by the way, that dude, the guy who plays the eye patch dude. Right?
Aemond.
I'm not saying I'm not saying the character, just actor. The pout, the constant.
But also, but the it's all pout and smirk. But my favorite actual little moment is, and so to your point about it not shocking you, etc. What I liked about the finale is that as opposed to going for that spectacle, etc., whatever, this first season basically does that work of. For me, that last scene was basically, and then the match was lit. Like,
yeah.
To me, that's exactly what it is. Like, and now everything else is going to be explosion and aftermath. Like the next sort of whatever 2-3 seasons of the show
exactly
that they want to do. And one of my favorite things was in that show, was in that scene rather, was where first he's all like, ha 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 ha, pout, pout, pout. The second Luke gets eaten, the look on his face is just, fuck.
Yeah, you like,
Fuck, what have I done? Oh
I mean, I
no.
was just
You and
like,
Mitchell, sorry.
I was-
What have I done?
chasing
Oh,
him.
no.
Yeah, that subtle pout was just a fantastic Ganfati moment, He's
It
like,
was just that moment, and that was when he knew.
he fucked up.
Straight up. Straight up.
And like as Varun Jain has very clearly said, Rhaenyra, thank you for the super chat. Rhaenyra in season 2 in Batman voice, I am vengeance, and it's true. She is gonna fuck shit up.
That last, again, I have to say, phenomenal acting by that person. Also, that last scene, the way they play that last shot in complete silence of Daemon walking up to Rhaenyra, telling her face is turned away, and then she turns and looks at it. The camera, that was potent. Like, you don't need a word, you don't need like dialogue, you don't need anything. It's just such confident storytelling to just close that scene with that. Yes, Marion has a good point. I think that was also Matt Smith, who was like, wouldn't it be cool if he just sort of walked up to her and sort of did this thing?
Right, Matt Smith telling more people to be quiet.
Turned her away from the table and like does it facing backwards. So, yeah, it's just... yeah, man. And the dragons danced, basically. Which is the line in the book, essentially.
I'm super excited for the shit that is about to... So, like I said, I just went down a Game of Thrones binge. I had, like, seen the first season, and I'm like, cute! They had shit. And then I'm just like, I wish I could go back to the time where I didn't know what the hell was going to happen, because it
And I
was
had
just
hopes and dreams for Ned Stark.
yeah. Forget Ned Stark. Ned Stark तो cute था. Ned Stark was very cute. And then Sweetu who died, and you're like, ठीक है, चल, I guess this has set the mood for the show. But later, ho. So like that's my
Yeah, I'm with Aditya
hopes.
on this. I think it's an overall stronger first season than Game of Thrones season 1.
Fair point. Yes.
Like as a first season overall, consistently, I think it's fantastic. I'm not saying it's perfect, all right? There were definitely stuff there. But also that said, considering that they were working with an outline and they had to fill in a lot of gaps, right? Unlike Game of Thrones, where they literally just have to hew purely to Martin's very detailed vision. Here, like people have already pointed out in the chat, Viserys never really left off the page. But what they've done with him in the show, incredible. A lot of the other characters, even like Alicent Hightower, etc., all of that really leapt off the page. Here, what they've done with, they've had to make changes, obviously, with forgetting names. It's been so long. The Velaryon son. What was his name? Leonor Velaryon? Was that?
See,
Leonor, right?
I think in this stream names can be forgone because we
Leonor.
discussed it
Yeah,
the
there we
last
go.
time
Leonor.
also.
Leonor.
Yeah. If you don't get it, it's fine. If you don't get it, it's fine. I think we can accept it together as a society. No names.
No, but that's the beautiful thing about the internet, right? If you tell people that you don't know something, they tell you. It's great. So Leonor, as everybody said. Maybe the budget played a huge role to make this a better season. No, for sure. But look, here's where we are, right? When we come to budgets. The big talking point for Amazon Prime about Rings of Power was its budget, right? Whereas with HBO, they didn't talk about the budget. They didn't talk about, but in every frame, it just showed, because this is where budget has to meet talented technicians, right? It's not just about having a budget. That budget has to be in the hands of the right people. In the hands of the wrong people, 7,000 crores also won't be enough. In the hands of the right people, 7 crores is enough. And I'm saying this one was neither here nor there. It was somewhere in the middle, but this is also where just the sheer experience of HBO as a network, right? Just the sheer experience of Warner Brothers as a studio that's essentially backing HBO, just their access to decades of legacy and property and sets and all of that stuff, right? Budget, and yeah, like Harshit says, budget, writing and acting. I think that's kind of the sort of difference between the two shows, because it's impossible to not compare them, right? Because they were running at the same time, they were doing all of those things, and I feel like, yeah. Also, a huge shout out to Ryan Condal, who is the showrunner on
I'm just
House
reading
of the
that
Dragon.
also.
Yeah, Ryan Condal did a really, really good job showrunning it. Really well done.
1 second. How Rhaenyra came to know about his son got killed, as only 2 guys and 2 dragons, that 2 in the sky, were there, and only one of the pairs survived. I mean, you kind of answered the question, but that is how news. I think back then that's how news traveled. It's just like, wo dragon nahi aa gaya. And maybe your son is not there. Where did my son go? I guess he's dead. Also plot.
And
so let's just
also, it's also like that. It's just as simple as that. Also, I think for me, like the real hallmark of like the quality of a show like this, right, is that beyond a point, the dragons, the the huge set pieces, all of that is like fully sort of. Sorry, let me collect my thoughts for a second. The thing with all of that is, right, all of that beyond a point though still has to be window dressing and set dressing, and those are like your cheat meals. The show or any product only works if like a scene at a dinner table is crackling with energy, no?
Yeah.
Then any scene, look, the simple logic is this, right? Like that entire Viserys' last dinner, right? It's bursting with so much tension, right?
Yeah.
And if you can get that tension at a dinner table, then you just know that that's going to be 10x magnified when everybody on that table gets on a dragon eventually, right? But if there's no feeling of tension at that dinner table, if that's not something that you can create through your writing and through your acting and through just the story, then it doesn't matter. You can throw 1,000 dragons at the problem, but there's no stakes. There's no stakes in your head
Yeah.
because you don't care about any of these.
Dude, again, comes back to the very simple thing: performances. Again, it comes back to if you
Writing and performances,
silence,
man.
the silence, right? If you can do so much through silence and expressions, if you can create tension through, someone is waiting to say something,
Yeah.
someone is waiting to just fuck shit up, but because he's asked for peace, everyone
Yeah.
is just that entire sequence
Yeah.
completely nails it. I'll quickly one super chat. Super excited about season 2 and season 3. Only concern, I hope they don't lean anymore into accidental tragedies.
I
Like
agree with
Alicent
this.
dying
Like
Viserys
that
and
Alison
Aemon with Luke.
Viserys thing was damn random. Like where like they just needed that to sort of start things off.
वो
That
नाम ही है ना वही. It comes back to
Pratmesh,
the
I'm
same
sorry,
thing.
we have gushed over Paddy's performance already. I mean, how could we not?
This
But
is-
if you go back and watch,
It's this is one of those rare streams where we will gush over both men and women. We started off with the men. There were a lot of men to gush over, and
Yeah.
now we are gushing over. We gushed over some of the women as well. When it
Yeah.
comes to men, we've also made a list of our top few people. We've got Matt Smith and Paddy Considine right at the top. Reese Evans also comes right at the top. I really think what was the knight's name? Sir.
Tristan Cole.
Yeah, he's very good looking.
Tristan Cole, little
It's
bitch.
a good looking knight who doesn't age at all.
Lil,
Doesn't age. Everyone else age. I love this show because all the
Lil,
people.
Lil, wanky cranky incel. So Krispy Kreme. Fuck right off, so Krispy
Crispin
Kreme.
Cole. And then there is Laris. I think that is my beautiful this thing. We've
That is
got here,
Clubfoot.
we've got that. and
That
then
was
we've got
a little
Laris.
random. I'm not gonna lie. That was a little random.
The foot
when
scene, no?
Laris starts with the sort of foot stuff.
Only
I loved
fans.
him first. I'm like, oh, I'm really enjoying this Quasimodo version
Yeah.
of Littlefinger. Like very nice.
It's very cool.
Um,
Littlefinger and Laris. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
This
I've
guy
not read
more.
the
This
book,
guy
but
has
it's
more
fun.
little toe. This guy has a little more little toe. Yeah. But yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's the only. He started OnlyFans. I feel like feet pics. You want feet pics?
Yeah,
Come
full
on,
on,
Let's
full on,
let's
full
see some. Let's see some
Full
feet
on.
pics, and you could sense again in silence the shame on her face. That.
Oh yeah, but just doing like here, see my feet.
I guess.
Aditya, you don't need to watch Star Wars. Just watch Andor. You don't have to worry about it. You can just watch Andor and go for it.
The whole scene when Alicent asked for Lucerys's eye, it was awesome. Yes.
I mean, who here hasn't been to a family function
And asked for other
where
people's eyes. Yeah.
where the children don't fight?
For eyes.
So, yeah, for eyes. For
I did that in my 5th standard.
Exactly.
McDonald's
Exactly.
we fought for eyes. It was quite a
Yeah,
very sad
absolutely,
birthday party.
absolutely.
Uh,
We also need to talk about obviously Emma Darcy, who's just incredible as older Rhaenyra.
Spagliato.
Sparkliato, yes.
It's a brand new Harry Potter spell she has created.
Sparkliato.
If I don't see that in the next Harry Potter movie where Voldemort is about
Spargliato.
his back is attacking Spagliato and he's like, oh, you know what? It's fancy. But yeah, dude, she is so good. All of them. She's very good.
She's very, very. Both of them. I like her and Olivia Cook both. Both very, very good.
Like I said, Olivia Cook annoyed me because I'm tired of. You know what the problem with Olivia Cook is? Every role that she has done, she has always had that sad. Even in Ready Player One, right? She was in Ready Player One. She's still, I don't. Maybe that's her expression.
Wouldn't you
That's
be
his.
sad if you were in Ready Player One?
I'd be very happy if I was in
I'd
Ready
be
Player
very
One.
sad.
I'd be sad if I was in Ready Player Two. That is
Yeah.
where
Also,
my
she's
heart
right.
would
Emma's
be.
pronouns are they, them. Yes.
I
So
apologize.
they're
We
excellent.
will
No,
now
no, no.
say I
They're
didn't know
excellent.
that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel they have done a phenomenal job of acting.
They have.
And
It's true.
Just
And that last scene, they fully crushed it.
Yeah.
Like, fully crushed it. Like, just so good throughout. And I think that they're going to be a very interesting Rhaenyra because, like I said, the thing with Team Black and Team Green is that you're going to have sort of lots of shifting loyalties between them. So I think it's going to be wild. Like I can't wait to see how people react to sort of what's going to happen with Rhaenyra and what's going to happen.
Can I just say I
With
also
Alicent,
loved
so-
Princess Rhaenys. I
Oh,
love
Rhaenys is great.
That
Rhaenys is great.
just waiting for just
Actually, both of them, I have to
redemption.
say, Renice and Lord Corlys Velaryon. I think Steve Toussaint, I think his name is Steve or Stanley Toussaint. But I thought he was also really, really good
Yes, good.
in the show, and I'm curious to see what they do with
So I'll
because
ask you.
Corlys is also a very cool character.
I'll ask you a great question, okay? And I will ask the league also at this point of time because there is only one scene in my mind that I can think of right now. There's a scene for you, which would be the top scene of the show. Like if you were to tell someone, hey, you want to watch House of the Dragon? And the person like, yeah. And you're like, dude, just see this scene. What would be the top scene for you? If you're going to talk about the foot masturbation.
Nope. I'm gonna be like, there are these two lovely childbirth scenes, and I feel like episode 1 and episode 10. If you watch that, all your maternal instincts will get roused, or you might get hungry. I don't know. Like either or. It might tell you a lot about who you are as a person.
No.
But I would say for me, it's a combination of the childbirths or Viserys walking towards the throne for me, I think. I'm actually not a big fan of the Rhaenys on the dragon threatening Aegon thing.
No, that was
really
very
not
sad.
required.
That was just like
that was very Ajay Devgan.
very
in fact,
very
right?
gate crash. Just like suddenly pop and be like, yo, what's up? I have a dragon also. Chill. I'm just gonna
that was very
bad. And fly away. Like just yeah.
Desha, you brought up two other characters that are going to be so interesting going forward. Eric and Eric.
Who are
the twins.
Eric and Eric?
Eric and Eric, the two twins, who are basically the guards. So yeah, Eric and Eric, what a cool story.
Listen, बहुत पढ़ना है मत बोलो मुझे अभी. Now I'm getting more excited to read the book now.
Hey, get only excited. Are you playing God of War or no?
I will discuss all of that in the next 10 seconds. For me, the scene that I want to talk about, the scene that I literally went, click pause, went back, played it again. The one where he's like, say it. She's a bastard. And then, Viserys like, I'll have your tongue.
Yeah.
But Chuck, there, he can keep it. Oh! So cool.
That was incredible. That was great. That was just like one little...
That line, it's such a Avengers level quip, like
full on.
This is your
quip,
keep it.
He can keep it. Beautiful it was. It was beautiful.
God. Oh my
also,
God.
So far the best demonstration of Valyrian steel I've seen. I think across Game of Thrones and this show.
Yeah.
I think it's the single greatest display of just how hardcore Valyrian steel can be. Fruit Ninja says. Ooh, this was a beautiful scene. I have to add. I think it was in the finale only, right?
Which one?
Daemon singing to the dragon.
Yeah.
When he walks into the dragon pit.
Yeah.
With this thing. Man, that was something. That was too good.
And we've discussed the ending scene. We've discussed the first childbirth scene. While Rohan has mentioned, it was indeed a truly scarring thing because I knew what was going to happen. And then you see all the blood and you're like, you didn't have to go. You didn't. Can I just say, I appreciate, by the way, on second viewing of Game of Thrones, I realized a lot of the sexual stuff was completely unnecessary. It was just simple.
But no, here, in fact, it felt necessary. Because, in fact, I feel like because they go, you know what? This is not like misogyny for the sake of it. This is not any of that. This is to show you that, weirdly enough, in the Game of Thrones, in all of this, it's actually the women that went through the most shit.
Of course.
Because, like somebody pointed out in the chat, first of all, everybody pregnant all the time. Most, maximum, constantly and consistently pregnant all the time. In a place where childbirth is obviously horrifically difficult.
Yeah, because you give tea.
People are 4 and 5. Yeah, and you give tea. And you do all of that. And it's just, it was very red.
Yeah.
I had Nalini Hari for dinner that day. I got a cream. Never.
No. Got it. I feel a lot of people in the audience, I feel in the league there would be 50%. 50% would be people who will never ever have that dish ever again. 50% who are like, what is it? It seems like a fun dish.
If you're a vegetarian, you can get pav bhaji. It's
No, masala pav. Masala pav is
Masala
more of
pav.
consistent. Anyways,
Or
no,
masala
no,
pav.
we're not going into that territory.
No.
Not
Aman,
going into
Aman
that
said off
territory.
topic, but thank you for introducing me to the Dark Tower series. I'm on the drawing of 3 right now, loving it. Fuck yes, Aman, thank you. This is side recommendation. Please, Dark Tower series by Stephen King. Always read. By the way, Aman, exciting ass news. Pleased and proud to say sorry. Huge tangent.
Please go.
Our man Mike Flanagan has expressed interest
In Dark
in
Tower.
doing the Dark Tower, and I cannot imagine a more amazing person to do Dark Tower than Mr. Flanagan.
We've discussed this before.
But I'm back. I'm back from my tangent.
No, it's
I'm back from my tangent.
I have a different series that I have recommended multiple
I
times.
know.
Dark Tower didn't settle well with me. I don't think I got into that world. So we will not get into that debate. That debate is for a later time. You mentioned God of War also. I would just like to say today, as I was playing the game, I realized as soon as I'm done with this, if I start Red Dead, then I will not be doing anything for the
It doesn't
next
matter. But
3
in
years.
fact, I have realized that the second half of the year must always be reserved for AAA gaming, because November, December are basically built for AAA.
If you want a world with beautiful lore, fantastic storytelling, just stunning
Play Red Dead
performances,
Redemption 2.
God of War.
Red Dead
Play
Redemption
God of
2.
War. Play God of War. God of War is one of those games where, again, Kratos, without giving any spoilers, and I don't want to give spoilers because I've not even played the game properly. Silence again. I keep saying okay. I'll say something like it's completely unrelated to just general. I feel in so many shows, and I'm giving you another fantastic example of this. Silence plays such a great role that it can actually just take a scene from one to another, to like 100. Case in point, the motorcycle chase scene in Barry.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing. There's just rum. That's it. But it's 5 minutes of silence. No music, nothing. Just thorough excitement.
Brother, if you're enjoying God of War Ragnarok, I promise you.
I know.
Like, alright, I finished Red Dead 2 and I got straight into God of War. And I'm telling you, they're both brilliant games, alright? But I'll tell you the one difference between the two of them. One of them treats you like an adult, and one of them does not. And Red Dead really treats you like an adult in terms of, like, the only thing that I'm a little frustrated about God of War is sometimes I feel very railroaded.
Of course.
By the game. Like,
Of
I feel
course.
very railroaded by the game.
Yeah.
Man, with like I feel like I'm just like Red Dead 2 is one of those things where I'm gonna be thinking about it for a long time. Like, I'm just gonna be thinking about it. Like, it happens even today. Like, in the sense, like, I'll just be going about my day and suddenly I'll just remember something about Arthur Morgan. And then I'll just get sad and fall on.
I told you, you've clearly not played Witcher 3. No,
like, just thing about how amazing, like, it is.
It's been years, but Witcher 3 still comes back to my. It was the same.
Then you will need Red Dead 2 in your life.
I don't want to. I know. I'll get stuck. I know I'll get stuck. I'm already losing it. Today also, I came home suddenly at 8 o'clock and I was like, okay, stream is at 11 o'clock. That means how much time do I have? I need 15 minutes. Clearly, I fucked up, but I need 15 minutes before the stream to make sure things go proper on time.
Fair.
And then
I mean, what do you think I'm going to go do the second we're done with this?
That's also God of War.
Yeah.
I
think, like,
okay, coming back, okay, different tangents. We spoke about a lot of things. 1 second, Devesh, thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate it. Happy 1 year, 1 month Pinja Clock anniversary. Thanks, boys, for all the laughs. Yeah, it's been a year. I think we started it in October last year with Squid Game. We are
huge shout out to Devesh, who has very, very, very ably handled.
Devesh has been best mod. Best mod. Yeah, permanent Mafatlal. That's who he is.
Best mod. Permanent Mafatlal.
That's who he is.
Devesh, you king.
Devesh, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you again. Hottest person. Oh my god. Oh god. Sorry. Dog hair went in nose.
No.
Hottest person in House of the Dragon. We discussed who we drooling over. We have drooled way too much over a lot of people. We have discussed about a lot of people. Also, fun fact, I didn't know that it was that easy to just get dragon eggs. Like, you just casually walk in, pick up one, ऐसे ही पड़ा हुआ है, and just
you buy a box of 6 or you buy a dozen. That's how it works. You go to a milk booth near your house and then that's
do you get organic? Do you get farm fresh dragon eggs? How does it work in this?
No, I like free range. Like, it's only if they've been across the narrow sea and back freely does the meat really
eaten.
So I'm a free range dragon. I'm a free range dragon. depending on which one you sort of get, you can get some which have like for some reason a funny taste of Prince also in their mouth. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm super excited. We'll see. If you guys know, dude, that in London there's a HBO store, and right up top, where as soon as you pass by the window, they sell fake dragon eggs, right? And I was just like, no, don't. But it looks so
Also, this time I'm
good.
going to hold. I've decided this time what I'm going to do is, having learned my lesson from Game of Thrones, I'm going to hold off on all merch and names until the show is completely. I just luckily dodged a bullet and named my cat Arya and not Khaleesi. That would have been very sad.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm going to hold off on naming and merch until complete end.
Says the guy whose cat is called Louis.
Exactly. I've learned my lesson. You only name animals after deceased people and after characters of shows that are fully finished.
Louis, what are you doing? Louis, no, Louis. Yeah, how many times? have I
And
told
Louis
you?
is so
Not in
hard to
public.
explain because it's not even like there's other popular Louis. No, if I say, oh, Louis Armstrong, no one will look at me and be like, yeah, you sound like you like jazz trombone. Like, sure. No one's going to say that. I don't even know if you played the trombone or the saxophone. That's how bad it is. I can't say King Louis from this thing. So,
Louis was strong. This is that's not even trombone. This is trumpet.
was it the trumpet?
Yeah.
It's a trumpet, I guess. Yeah, see, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Helena, no, I don't want to talk about Helena because I think we should talk about Helena after season 2. So I feel like a year and a half from now, we will talk about Helena. Because
big Helena fan group. Huh?
Helena, I don't think it's a fan group, man. I mean, I think it's a coping group.
Any thoughts about the new Jon Snow series?
Yeah, apparently, I don't care.
See, that's what I love about these shows is that you can pick up any random character, make a you can have we are going to do a one series arc, or we'll do maybe like many more.
Yeah.
Jon Snow, not interested. Khaleesi, not interested. Actually, none of the old Game of Thrones characters. Maybe Littlefinger.
No. I think what you mean is Jon Snow. I don't want it. Not that I'm not interested. I don't want it. But yeah.
I mean, it'll just be one entire show of him not knowing nothing. And then at the end, he's like, I know something. There, see, I've written the script.
I would
HBO.
100% read a show or watch a show of just Jon Snow doing Wikipedia pages.
Yeah.
So no one can accuse him of knowing nothing.
I know something
anymore. Like I know something.
That's the ending episode.
I know something. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know some. Jon Snow just getting a college degree.
Yeah.
Basically,
Damon walks up to him near the fire. He turns around. I know something.
Yeah, and I know what crazy. Sorry, I'll say cats are banging at the door.
What else? Sea Snake show is coming. Of course, why not? Someone called Helena a walking spoiler. That's the funniest thing. Yes, that's absolutely true. Hodor. There's a YT. There are series for everything.
There's apparently a YT series or a YT.
Yeah. You just
whatever you call it.
Just said it. Animal Planet documentary on Drogon post GOT. Of course, if the world of dragon. Okay, I have to say this, and I feel this is something that I liked the dragons in Game of Thrones. I like them. Okay. For the first time when I saw House of the Dragon, I actually wanted to see if I could have my own dragon. Right? Like just
I'll खा जाएगा तेरे को मतलब खा जाएगा
खा लेगा
तू जाएगा खरीदना खा जाएगा तेरे को मतलब
80,000 का ड्रैगन है 80,000 का
लौड़े
तेरा घर जाएगा ये ड्रैगन में तेरा घर जाएगा but that would be great dude MC stand on
that
a
would
dragon.
be again that scene in the finale, right, where I just love like Lucerys's arrival at Storm's End. Basically, he comes, he gets off his dragon, and then when it's raining, he just sees the shadow of Vika
that little bit of
over
lightning,
there,
right?
and that little bit of lightning, and that's when you just know, oh no.
And the size is just such a poplu dragon, and then you see that, dude. Imagine riding a dragon. Imagine just randomly jumping on a dragon and being like, okay, cool, this is where I want to go. Sorry
bro, I'm a Bombay person. I would not know where to park him. So मैं उबर देगा.
ड्रैगन हवा में उड़ रहा है. ड्रैगन को नीचे
अरे ड्रैगन को नीचे आने का पागल. अरे ड्रैगन अंधेरी देखेगा वो इतना चिढ़ जाएगा जला देगा पूरा शहर.
हाँ, but that's the best
ले जाएगा क्या इसको.
That's
तो
best
ईस्ट
part.
को लेके जाएगा ड्रैगन को,
हाँ?
ड्रैगन अक्का शहर जला देगा अगर ड्रैगन ने ईस्ट देखा बाय मिस्टेक ऑल्सो, अंधेरी ईस्ट, तो मतलब जो गांड मार देगा शहर का ना ड्रैगन, मतलब तेरे को पता नहीं है, ड्रैगन बॉम्बे में नहीं चलेगा.
And that is my pitch, Shark Tank. In Shark Tank India, this is our pitch for Dragon India. We would
Yes.
love to see if you guys would like to invest. I don't think so, but ठीक है. We tried our Dogla
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
Dragon. Hey, dosto, so much we've been talking. We've been having so much fun. I see around 320, 330 people watching. How have you people not pressed like? How many times I need to tell you to press like? I'm very angry. Devesh, you're the sweetest, but please press like. Please press like. It's very annoying that you all are not pressing like. Come on. I felt
Do it now.
I felt so bad for the crab dude, man. Crab princess.
Crab feeder.
Crab
feeder.
एक दो episode में फड़ा खत्म.
Dude, the crab feeder is like 3 sentences in the book. He's like 3 sentences literally in the book.
Because they made him out to be a big threat. So I thought it was going to be like a
No, in fact, that was a very
huge
weird thing that the show did, because they literally, I think, just needed something to establish that Damon is cool. Because they had like a lot of like, I mean, they're like, this guy, he's like, he's like a dick or whatever. Like, if you want to show that he's cool, we have to do like something. So, yeah. So that's why. So crab feeders, there are so many like in the book where literally like people come for three lines and bounce.
But they've given them full-fledged character situations
names,
in the show.
just situations and in the show they had to do that basically.
So
Like
would you say, okay, here, we are right here at like almost, we've discussed this for 1 hour, we finished the show.
Yes.
Would you say that people should read the book now, or would you say they should wait for the show? What would be your
So I think that's
recommendation?
obviously that's very subjective, right? Because there's some people who for once they've read even one expression of the story, watching the story again, where just the spoiler is enough to like kill the tension for you. Personally, for me, at least in Game of Thrones, I didn't find that to be the case. So for example, Game of Thrones, I came to it very late. I saw the first season as it released on HBO. I had not read the book.
Same.
So I watched the first season. I was like, hey, this is amazing. I would like to read the books. Let me read the first book and see this thing. And I started from the first book and I'm like, fuck this. I'm not waiting. However, that never dulled my enjoyment
Not at all.
of the show. Because in fact, the way the books work also is that these monumental events are coming. So in fact, for me, then the excitement became about seeing how will they take us there.
That and also there was, okay, I say this every time we discuss books, every time we discuss Game of Thrones. For me, the third book of Game of Thrones has been one of the most mind-blowing books I've ever read in my life. Where
dude, book 3,
I have
man.
stopped and gone, what the fuck is
Book 3
happening?
is absurd.
And there are so many things that the show has not covered from that book. There are
Fire and Blood is
things.
basically book 3. Like it's a book 3 level event in the sense that there's just lots of shit happening. So I feel like with me, like for example, I've now read all of Fire and Blood. I know exactly what's going to happen in the show. But man, the day season 2 drops, I'm going to be there because now I'm at that stage. I'm like, I want to see how, because Martin's imagination is so fertile. He's done he's put some beautiful,
fantastic,
like this thing, like he's put some beautiful situations, some really heartbreaking situations. He's got some spectacular, like even characters we haven't met yet, right? Like there are heroes and villains we haven't met yet that are just going to be fucking ace if they do it, right? I don't know what they're going to do with Adam of Hull or Nettles or any of those people, and I can't wait to see like Alice Rivers and all of these people. There are so many cool characters still to come.
I'm sold. Yeah, you didn't even need to. You just had to say read the book, and I was already sold.
And the book is actually very fun because it starts all the way with the original Aegon's conquest. So you literally get like how the Targaryens came from Valyria to Westeros and then sort of took on the old kings of Westeros, and how Aegon basically conquered, and then how Jaehaerys basically was like the sort of, they called him the conciliator because he had like this long reign of like bringing the realm together, basically hammering them into this thing. Ulf the White, all these, there's so many good characters.
Ulf the White sounds like such a cool name.
Yeah, exactly. Hugh the Hammer, Ulf the White.
Okay, done, guys. I'm sold. Go on. You've sold it already. You don't need to, but I'm already sold. It has to be. I'm going to read it. If anyone else wants to read it, please do. And what we should do also, by the way, we keep saying it, but there is a Reddit for us called reddit.com patreon.com/r/bingerclockers. I'll post the link. If anybody wants to discuss theories with regards to the book, please just add a post and write spoilers, and then so everyone can discuss, as well as just general conversation about pop culture and theories. I'm also active. Sometimes I come to the Reddit. I would love to come check out what you guys are talking about and join in the conversation. That's that. I think we've reached the end of the.
Yeah, we've been talking for an hour.
Thoroughly discussed everything. But is there anything else that you may want to talk about? Because I think we've discussed everything.
No, I think to sum it up, I just think that let's not, like, while we can sort of split hairs and nitpick and agree that it was not a perfect first season.
Of course.
And I think if you had to grade it out of 10, for me, it's a 7 to 8 on 10. 8 on 10 is what I'd say. But then I add an extra layer to that and go that 8 on 10 is actually amazing because, dude, we underestimate, like, do you remember how badly season 8 killed the hype train for Game of Thrones? Like, okay, like, no, I've never in my life seen a show go from, like, everybody's just talking about it, to then just silence. Like, to the point where people almost looks like people are embarrassed to sort of, like, be associated with it, which means this show was landing to, I think, some of the heaviest cynicism, right? Where a lot of people were like, who's gonna give a fuck? After season 8. And here we are. I'd like to point out, we did a stream last week where people were like, man, 10 minutes of discussion on this show is not enough. Do an entire episode. These guys did not start from 0. They started from -50 and have somehow brought us here to this 8 on 10 first season. Let us not underestimate just the incredible work that every single writer, technician, actor, executive has done to get this right. Like, honestly, bravo, job well done. I'm excited about
credit is due.
Credit where credit is due, Ryan Condal and your team. I really feel like you've got another banger on your hands. Like, it's going to become one of those shows again where it's going to be the appointment viewing of the year.
Yeah. Like, I was like, I really needed. I saw it and I'm like, I really wish. Like, my mom started watching it, and like she just loves, like, suddenly I come home, it's at 1:30 in the night, she's suddenly sitting and she's like, oh, where did this dragon come from? And I'm like, you know what, I'm happy that you're discovering this, you're going through this, discussing theories at home, and she's like, I don't know why I did that. I'm like, you know what, let's go, we'll have a good conversation. So I'm very, very, very excited. Some great legacy shows are coming back also now. We've got the Succession coming. There are this one, what's his name? What did we talk? Severance season 2 is being shot. There's a lot of cool shit coming out.
Yep.
Fingers crossed. It's going to be.
They have also announced for 2025 Avatar: The Last Airbender animated movie in theaters for 2025, following the gang as young adults, essentially filling in the space between Korra and the show. That's going to be a theatrical film in 25. So
good times. I'm happy. I'm again like I told you, right, that, like, I think when we were speaking a month ago on the stream, I'm just kind of feeling disappointed that there's nothing good to watch, and I feel that has now turned over. There is good stuff that
we're in AAA gaming season. Life is good. Life is good.
Boy, I am very no, you know what, I'll save that for a later time. So yeah, that's it. This has been the House of the Dragon discussion. Thank you so much to everybody who came, who saw, who chatted. We will see you on the Reddit. Rohan, do you have any announcements?
I do. Do I have any announcements? Yes. On the 25th, I will be part of a really fun lineup at the Setlist Comedy on the Spot show that is happening at the Art and Charlie Gallery in Bandra. Art and Charlie is this new gallery that has opened, and they're basically all month. If you guys are interested, if you go and follow Art and Charlie on Instagram, they're doing this entire month is dedicated to art and humor and the confluence of art and humor. On the 25th, I will be part of Grin Revolution is doing a Setlist show where there'll be a bunch of really, really good comics. And all of us basically have to do jokes about punchlines that we get on the spot. Like, literally, there's a PowerPoint behind us. We get a topic, and on the spot, we have to talk about it. And on the 26th,
Quizzing with the Comedians.
Find this. No, so there's Quizzing with the Comedians, which is happening, General Edition. which I think is weekend of the 26th and 27th.
Yes.
Tickets are now on sale. That's
Yes.
another thing that's happening. And also, if you're in Mumbai, again, if you go to the Art and Shiny Instagram page, as part of Art and Humor on the 26th, I'm also doing a workshop, an in-person workshop, for basically how to apply humor in public speaking. This is not at all a workshop for comedians or professional comedians. This is if you want to just sort of learn the basics of how to apply humor as a device in any form of public speaking, whether it's like, say, you have to do like hosting a Sangeet, or whether, it's an office party, you have to introduce your boss or do whatever it is. It's a very basic workshop for literally anybody for an hour and a half.
So what I'll do is I'm going to post the links to all of this. Okay, I'm going to post the links to Setlist. I'm going to post the links to Rohan's workshop on the 26th, as well as quizzing, which is going to happen on 26th and 27th. So please go watch it, support Rohan, and obviously if you're there in Bombay, please go watch him live on those 2 days. And that's about it from my side. Zero announcements. I'm doing absolutely nothing this month. I'm quietly just going around to the different realms of
and then play Red Dead 2.
First you finish off Mistborn,
and then you play Red Dead 2. I
will watch Andor.
No, I can't do any. Yes, Andor.
Yes. Okay, we'll do an Andor stream also, guys. We'll do
but
an
we
Andor
can do
stream.
Andor in 2 weeks because the show will be over in 2 weeks. So that time we can be all. Next week, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Whenever you're ready.
Next week or this week, we'll figure.
This week. You watch it first, no?
I'll watch it. I'll go tomorrow and watch
it.
I'll go tomorrow only and watch it.
Watch it
first. I will watch it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Binge O'Clock. I really thank you guys to come every single time. I know the regulars who come for the show. Regulars, y'all are loved and appreciated. Thank you so much for coming again and again. Devesh, thank you very much. Everybody who super chatted, really appreciated. We'll be back with another episode, and we are very close. I'm counting down. We are, I think, around 10 to 12 episodes away from hitting 50. We should do something. We'll do something really fancy for 50. We will.
You think we can reach 50 this year or what? If we do 2 a week, we'll talk later. I just feel like it would be really fun. We'll talk later.
Before 2023. Okay, done.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Bye guys, thank you for watching. See you.
See you.